the person you are. But trust me, you are not going to leave like this. You will be completely transformed. I experienced that. And like you see, all the acharyas are smiling all the time. I'm also smiling all the time now. I was not like this when I came in. So it's a big transformation for me. How I got here is a very interesting story. When God wants to bless you, there are ways and means that are beyond our understanding. I was in a hotel in Dubai for a work meeting, and my meeting got cancelled. I was just around the pool area, very irritated that my meeting got cancelled. And I saw someone with a book that I was very attracted to. And I just asked the girl what book she reading. And then she started talking about her story and why she was reading that book. The book is called The Power of Letting Go. And it's written by one of the Sangha members. His name is John Perkis, and he's based out of London. You know, miracles happen every day, right? The next day, when I met the girl for breakfast, she gave me that book to read. So I started reading it, and it was talking about the power of manifestation and what Swamiji teaches, but at a very, very, shallow level, very high level. So I called up and I got in touch with the author and I asked him, I want to know more about Swamiji. So he told me his experiences, and I met him in London last December. And he told me that there is a 1 month program that is happening in LA that I should attend. I did not think that I can take out 1 month out of my work. I thought he's crazy. So, so I told him, yeah, maybe someday. But I came back to the US and I met Sri Amrita over the phone. And he told me that there is a program here at Guinea-Bissau. I did not know where Guinea-Bissau was in the world map. I did not know how to pronounce the name of the country. So I told him, I'm not going to a country that I don't know. And he's so amazing. He actually requested one of the Sangha members from New York to travel with me here. And I felt like God's just creating the way, and Swamiji is making it happen for me. So I just booked the flight and I came here. But from day 1 to day 28, it has been breakthroughs and miracles with me every day. And I'm saying multiple of these breakthroughs. I may not be able to tell you everything, but a few things that, simple things that made a lot of difference to how I think now or how I feel now. Firstly, yoga is very important. I had not done it or thought I could do it. I was struggling the first week and I was like, this is never going to happen. Swamiji told me that you already have your yoga asanas in your body. They'll just start flowing through it. Just do it. Also, my co-participants really gave me a lot of motivation. So I'm happy to tell you that day 28, I'm able to do Padmasana that I'd never done in my life. I'm able to do few other asanas and, touch the floor with my head and all that I never thought I was able to do, or I never believed I could do it. They just started happening on its own. And so the yoga is a breakthrough that I've had, and I'm going to do yoga for the rest of my life. I've already promised that this is a responsibility that I'm taking for myself. The other things that happened to me were figuring out my incompletions. I don't know how many of you have done that in the past, but I had never done that. And once I started doing my incompletions, I did not know that I could cry like a baby. I was crying so much. All the toxins were coming out. And it was very liberating to go through that process. I would suggest, don't write little. When you're asked to go through that process, write as much as you can, because the more I wrote, I realized there were some very simple thoughts that had happened in my life. They were in my mind that I did not even know that they existed. So it was absolutely a surprise for me also that I was carrying so much trauma in myself. And once I started doing the completions, my entire aura around me changed. My I don't know how should I say it. It felt like some big weight I was carrying that's just suddenly not there. Like I felt I could sit up straight. My spine was straighter. There were external differences. My mindset was very different. Like I was not thinking about my business all the time like I used to. I was very blissful in my mind after that. The other thing that really helped me was my root pattern identification. I did not know my root pattern. And once I started digging, it was a very big surprise for me to know that abandonment was my root pattern. I did not know where it was coming from. So the more I wrote, the more I understood. And then after you've done the exercise, you feel like it was such a simple thing. Why was I hanging on to it? You know, and it just felt like I can just let go. It's not important. I am important, and that was very, very, very happy moment for me in the process. So root pattern, was something that I loved doing. Then after that, I think once I had done my completions and my root pattern analysis and figured that out, every day was a miracle after that, because every process that was happening was really cleansing and detoxing me. I went through a lot of physical, sometimes I had a little fever, sometimes my throat, sometimes now my ear is stuck. I don't know, everything's just coming out of my body. So all the toxins are out. So that's something that started happening with me. Um, After I had done all that, and we started the whole process of learning how to power manifestation. I thought I could never do it. I like, how can someone see someone's house remotely? I thought acharyas are just very blessed and they've done so much of learning to do that. It can never happen. But they're amazing. The way they teach is so nice and so simple. They're always encouraging, so you don't feel like you can't do it. And before I knew it, I was doing it, and it was coming out to be correct. So I felt like I've become like a child, you know, who's just happy to be there and learning so much. Learning wasn't very, how should I say, difficult. It was very, very enjoyable. So every day became like I was looking forward to come to the sessions every morning. And I had to miss because I had very high fever and my toxins were coming out. So when I was in my room and I knew that there were sessions happening in the hall, I was like, I have to get well absolutely fast so that I can be in the sessions. So like Ma Alexa said, don't miss sessions, be absolutely present. And one thing that I've learned here at Kailasa is how important listening is. So if you're not able to understand anything or you couldn't hear it, because there's a lot of information that you're getting all throughout the day, I would suggest, don't be shy or ask your other participants. Raise your hand, ask as many questions, because acharyas are always there to give you more clarification. And the more questions you ask, the better you understand it. So come with that mindset that you're here to learn and, listen. And I think if you'll hear the word listening a lot when you're here, one thing that I've taken back from the sessions is that I think my listening has become very important to me. So somebody is saying something, I would make sure that I'm listening. And if I don't, I ask a question. So that is something that I would leave you with. Other than that, what we have been able to achieve as a group uh, is learning how to manifest power. So power manifestation, whether it is body scanning, can you believe that you can just look at a person, stay connected to Swamiji and become one with Swamiji and actually scan a person and really tell what's wrong with their body? Where are the trauma stuck? Where is the disease? I mean, I think it's an impossible thing for anybody who's not attended, the learning sessions, the processes here. Now that we are able to do it, it feels like when we go out in the world, there is so much happiness and joy and giving that we can do when we go out, right? So those sessions I really thoroughly enjoyed and were very important to me. But as the last uh, suggestion I would have is, like Ma Alexa said, everybody's participation is very important. We are coexisting in oneness. So come on time, culturally create an environment where everybody is listening, be respectful for everybody, don't talk in sessions, don't sleep in sessions, help everybody else that you can. And I think that those are some of the things that really help you also manifest and cause as you go through the program, right? So that is it from me. If you have any questions as to anything, I think we all are here for today and you can come and ask us. So Nithyanandam, thank you very much. And thank you to Acharyas who helped us reach here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma Jasleen. That was a very beautiful sharing. Thank you so much. Because what you shared was something very important. So many of us feel like many times each of us come from different walks of life, looking for different things, wanting to manifest different things. But for us to experience this in the presence of the master, that transformation that happens, that entire alchemy that Samjit does, that is something extraordinary. And thank you so much for coming up and sharing. It was beautiful
So
to
Ma,
hear it.
sorry, because I've just been reminded that there's one more thing I missed that I must tell everybody. So I'll just take another 30 seconds to say that. One very important breakthrough that happened with me was my health. I had thyroid disease for 30 years, 3 decades. And I had asked for Swamiji's healing. And one of the Sangha members, before coming to the PSS program, had healed me. He had kept his Atma Lingam on my head and chanted the mantras. And I felt my head go warm and kind of a pop sound that had come out. And he had prayed for me so that I get well. And once in January, once I did my blood test for my thyroid, for the first time in 30 years, my results were normal. I showed everybody my results for 30 years where my thyroid was very high. So actually with thyroid disease, you can, if you're not maintaining your medicine and your food habits, you can even die. And my entire blood chart was all over the place. It was very high. And for the first time, suddenly I was cured. So this is again a place where a lot of healing, physical healing diseases can be healed also. Better to focus and learn so that you can heal yourself and others. And if you have any such disease, there are a lot of healers present in this room who can help you. So I was blessed with getting that healing. So that's it from me. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that beautiful sharing. Thank you, Ma. And yes, absolutely. And that is what making each of us being feel ourselves, not just physically, emotionally, all levels. That is what Swamiji Paramashivasena. Thank you so much, Ma Jasleen. And I'm so happy to see your journey, to just witness it. It is so profound. The way how so quickly things happened for you. I'm so happy. And this is just the beginning. Okay. So up next we have Manikya Paramashva Priyananda, who's here and who's here to restart her journey with Swamiji. Ma Paramashiva Priya, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself? And also, in the interest of time, I'm going to ask you to keep it a little short. Let's all make sure we be mindful of the time as well, because I know we have so much to talk when it comes to our experiences. So, and I know you have a lot of breakthroughs to share, but I'm going to have to request you to keep it a little short so you can share with everyone what your experience has been. I'm curious to hear as well. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Ma. And thank you, Swamiji. I would just like to share that my journey here might be different, as each one of us has a different reason for saying yes to our higher purpose in life, and that's what brought me here. I had been a sannyasi before, and I decided I had some things I needed to take care of, and anyway, I went home and I came back because I wanted to restart my life as a sannyasi. So here I am in Paramashivasena, and it was such a blessing. I received so much healing and completion with my root pattern, which I could not identify. It took me forever. I felt like, oh, I can't find it. And just by the grace of Swamiji and the blessings of being in this program and going through this process, I was able to complete that pattern, which was taking up a lot of my inner space. So anyway, that was an amazing experience. Let's see. Okay, so many things happened, but one of the things that happened here, besides all the wonderful processes that we went through, the experience of being part of this ecosystem, and I would like to tell you that each person that's here we learned one process which I've learned before, but each one of you, the conscious integrity, the conscious integrity that you have in the group, each one of you is part of that. And so by that, you all keep the ship afloat, as Swamiji says, the collective integrity of the whole group. And it's really an important thing to keep this ecosystem alive and working the way it should. So when we all stand up and do that, it really makes a difference. But anyway, back to my breakthroughs. I had so many breakthroughs. I'm a yogi at heart. I can do these things, but because my age, I'm 60 years old now, I had developed a few things in my body that weren't aligning with doing yoga the way I wanted to and felt I could do, because in my mind, I think I can do everything, but then some things were not cooperating in my body. So anyway, just by being in this ecosystem, things just naturally went away and healed. I was able to do the Kundalini Raju rope yoga again. And also the Shiva Stamba, we started doing this about a week or two into the program. And it requires a lot of strength, and I didn't feel like I had the strength, but just through this whole process, Swamiji, we realized, each one of us, that's part of this, is waking up to our divine Paramashiva. That's each one of us is. So when you wake up to this, you realize there's no obstacles. And so just connecting to that and connecting to Swamiji, you're able to do anything. And Manifest Powers was something we did every single day and throughout the day, which makes you realize that even more on a deeper level each day through each process. And I encourage everybody to, like the past two participants shared, just try to be as present as you can through the process, and take each session as part of this awesome process that Swamiji's put together. You will have amazing breakthroughs. And you might not see it right away, but at the end you'll be like, wow, you know, I really do feel like a new person. I told them, I said, I feel like I got my life back, because before this I was feeling very low, in a low state of mind, and not just having a lot of indecision about what my future would be like. And so I had a lot of incompletions about that. But now, you know, I have much more clarity and much more, I feel more powerful about what I can do and the possibilities that each one of us has and that I have. So also one of the things that I had a breakthrough with was I had asked to continue my path of sannyas. And also I had once started to be a SJP, but I had dropped it because I thought, oh, that's not my path anymore. But anyway, in this process, I decided I wanted to do it again. And Swamiji blessed me to be SJPK, which was a huge like shock, but blessing also. So I'm going to finish that out. And anyway, I don't know how much more to say, but this is a great program, and I am so thankful to Swamiji for blessing me to be here and go through this whole process. And we learned so much in the causing enriching with Sri Amrita. I was always a little scared to do these things and feeling like I couldn't cause people's realities, but we go through so many wonderful sessions that really helped me to realize how this process happens. And just it's not anything more than just realizing where you're doing this. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. And I don't know, I just want to say thank you, Swamiji, and thank you, Sangha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ma Paramashivasena, for that beautiful sharing. And like you said, this is where Sacha Swamiji says Paramashivasena is a quintessence of Swamiji. It is a quintessence of who Swamiji. Thank you for that beautiful sharing. And next we have Ma Yogeshwara Jnani. For her next, this is her second program, Paramashivasena program. She attended just few months back, and that was a different batch altogether, different type of an experience, and this is a different type of an experience. So, Ma Yogeshwara Jnani, please come forward, and I would like to request you to share how was your experience.
Like this? You're happy?
And how was it different?
I'm fine. Good. Nithyananda, Nithyananda Mas, Nithyananda to all of you. So I'm just going to be quick. What I can retain from this wonderful, extraordinary PSS in Guinea-Bissau is the completion process. I can tell you I didn't like it at the beginning. I didn't like it because going through that, it's very helpful. But what I realized that when you complete with your path, then you can move ahead in a better way, and you add more space into your body. And this is just a powerful feeling to do completion. So I will encourage you to go through the process. It can appear to be too much, but it's never too much. You always discover wounds in your body that you were not aware that they were existing. So completion is a breakthrough to me. And the second one is yoga, because over the years I've gained lots of weight, and I couldn't imagine getting back my flexibility, and doing yoga with the help of Swamiji, of course, because this is the power of the yoga, the original yoga. I was able to do asanas that I was not able to do before. And I was, my previous PSS was in St. Kitts and Nevis. That was last year in October. I did rope yoga, but actually the rope was doing me and not me doing the rope, if you see what I mean. So I had problems with my feet. I couldn't climb. And then I tried, but I couldn't. That was tough. And coming here to Guinea-Bissau, trying to do the same thing, my situation, everything has evolved, and I was able to climb up the rope, up till the the ceiling. And there was another thing also with the Shivastamba, which is a wooden pole. Same thing. I had issues with hips opening, which is related to psychological trauma. And then working on that, my hips also became more flexible, and I was able to do some asanas on the pole, and this is just extraordinary. So I will encourage you, those who have weight problems or health problems, you can do it. It's just marvelous. This is it. That's my journey to PSS. So thank you, Nam. Oh no, sorry.
you, Ma.
Power manifestation. That's the best. And really, and the acharyas, they are just wonderful. Where are they? Mother you and Mama Devi, where is she? Wonderful, wonderful. Because at the beginning, I had trust issues. Because when you do power manifestation, it's not you. It's within you doing what you're doing, not you. So it took me time to understand that. And now I'm just happy to do it, and to do it in a very, I don't have to think over, it comes naturally, and I'm able to help the person who's in front of me with power manifestation. So I had a great time doing power manifestation, and when I go back home, I will continue to do that with everything. That's it. Nithyananda. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Nithyananda. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you for coming up and sharing. Maheshwara Jnani. So wonderful to hear the kind of breakthroughs you've been experiencing, especially from the last PSS to this PSS. And you can see how each PSS is so unique and different. It was wonderful to hear from you, Ma. Thank you so much. And next we have another participant who is here to share with us her journey of Paramashivasena, Ma Aghora Swarupini, who is here all the way from China. And how was your experience of the Paramashivasena program? Please go ahead and share your journey with all of us.
大家好，我是杜玲玲，妈阿格罗斯王鲁宾尼，为了节约大家的时间，然后我也第一次做这样的演讲，然后准备了一下，做了一个稿子啊，好，就时间也过得真快，然后转眼间我们就毕业了哈，然后这3-4天的课程呢，对我而言都是一个深刻的一个蜕变的一个经验，然后每一段经历都值得都值得我铭记啊。就在座的，就是熟悉我的同学都知道，为了来这里，我经历太多的阻碍，还有卡点比如说家人的担忧啊，还有金钱的卡点啊，还有签证啊，就是一波三折。然后甚至有时候有一次到了机场，然后又就是没有通关，然后这一次呢，我终于就是说能站到这里，就是我真正的明白了，就是所谓的阻碍呢，其实那些都不是问题，只要就是说我们的意愿度够，就一定能够，就才是决定一切的关键。
还是决定一切的关键。
他们往后唱。
Okay, sorry for taking your time.
Okay,
so my name is Du Lingling. I'm from China. So my journey to Paramashivasena has been I've been trying for over 1 year. Actually, 30 days really goes fast, and it's a very memorable and transforming experience. In the past 1 year, I've been trying to come to Paramashivasena program. I've been going through all types of obstacles from my family, from money, from visa, and even once I was denied boarding in the airport. But anyways, finally I'm here, which made me understand there's no obstacle. It's not a problem. It is your will persistence that decides your reality.
reality.
就最近2天呢，我们有做 coaching， 然后打电话分享我们的课程，然后我接触了很多的灵性修行方面的朋友，他们中有的人说，就修行的越久呢，就身体就感觉生命越沉重，就大脑好像都早已就是超了负荷，然后装不下任何新的东西。就是也有人说呢，就是只要在生活中修行就行了，没有必要专门上课。然后后面当我分享完对师父课程的理解时，他们都立刻感受到了这个课程的价值，然后就有这个意愿想要来体验。
So in the recent Paramashivasena sessions, we were doing intense coursing. I called my acquaintance who are also spiritual seekers. Some of them are saying, the more you seek, the more your mind is heavier. You can't really carry more things inside. And then some other people are saying that you don't need to attend any program. You can teach yourself. But when I shared my transformation and Swami teaching in the program, they all realized the value of the program, and many of them, they also had intention to come.
就大家一定好奇我到底说了什么，其实很简单，这个课程呢，就是从来不是传授知识，就是真正的体验式的修行。就从我们下定决心要来的那一刻，课程就已经开始了。大家认同吗？我们能来到这里呢，要克服与家人的沟通难题，还有平衡时间与金钱的选择，还有突破各种未知的考验。这个过程不正是我们实现人生目标的真实实操吗？
So you might be curious what I shared with my the people that I caused. Actually, it's very simple. This program is not about knowledge, it's about your practical experience. When you decide to come, that moment itself, the program has already started. Don't you agree with me?
Don't you agree with me?
The fact that we can come here, that involves completion, communication with family, and the balance between time and money, and breakthroughs in all types of problems. In this process, isn't it just how we are achieving our targets, our goals in our life?
我们能站在这里呢，本身就是一种胜利。我们已经摆脱了很多旧有的业力模式，已经超越了过去的自己。
The fact that we are standing here itself is success. We already conquered so many problems and come out from so many old patterns. We already come out from the old self.
我在课程中呢，最大的突破就莫过于在绳子和柱子上练习瑜伽。就曾经我从未想过我自己能做到，就我见证了一个绝不放弃的自己，也真正体会到成功从来不需要蛮力，就是除了全力以赴以外，更要学会信任、放松。就是越放松呢，越容易抵达目标。尤其是在绳子和柱子上倒立的那一刻，我就真正做到了臣服。这是很多修行人终其一生都难以达成的境界。
So the biggest breakthrough I experienced is on the rope and pole yoga. I've never thought that I could do it. I understood that it's not only about not giving up and putting your effort. It's also about the trust and relaxation and surrendering. Especially when you are on the rope and the pole, you really understand you only need to surrender. And then this is actually the ultimate state that many seekers want to achieve.
就除了瑜伽带来的身体 以内在的圆满。好的，就是还有圆满啊，练习还有超能力显化这些都让我亲身经历了超意识突破显化物质，就是还包括显化金钱，我也就是体验到了这种就显化的这个过程还有神奇，就是我最后我就表达我的感恩，就感恩史瓦米姐，还有感恩老师们，还有感恩同学们。
And also, I'm experienced completion in the program and power manifestation. I manifested matter and also wealth. So I had a lot of breakthroughs. Finally, I want to express my gratitude to Swamiji, to KAILASA, to the Acharyas and co-Acharyas volunteers, and my classmates. Thank you all.
Classmates, thank you all.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you,
最后我还想说一句，就是
for coming up sharing beautiful experience of yours, because so many people, I'm sure everyone sitting in the hall would have deeply connected and resonated with what you shared. It was so beautiful. Thank you so much. And one important thing,
Next one.
Swamiji, to give every one of us this ultimate science. So thank you so much, Ma. And next we have Ma Nithya Divya Vigrahananda, who is here to share her journey. Back to back 2 seasons of Paramashivasena. The last 2 participants have attended the last batch and this batch of Paramashivasena, one after the other. So, Ma Nithya Divya Vigrahananda, you can now come forward and share your journey of Paramashivasena, what it has been like for you. And it has been quite a ride for sure. And how was it for you? And I think you should share because so many Gen Zs will be able to connect with what state you were in and now what clarity you're walking back with. Go ahead.
Nithyanandam. My name is Ma Nithya Divya Vigrahananda. Swamiji gave me this spiritual name when I was 11 years old. And now I am 20. I legally changed it, so I am Divya Vigraha. Like they said, I've been doing back-to-back PSS. This is my 3rd one that I just completed. Never thought I would end up here in Africa on my own, in Guinea-Bissau of all places, which I think most of us can relate to. But actually, my mom and my brother were coming to PSS in December of last year, so December 2025. And my mom only told me about like 10 days before it happened. And she's like, hey, I'm going to be attending Swamiji's program in LA for 1 month. Are you going to be okay? And I was like, can I come with you? And she was like, if you want to. At that time, I wasn't in college, so it worked out. And I came. I had absolutely no idea what I walked myself into. The only thing I heard was Swamiji's program. And I was like, okay, done. I don't know where that came from, because up until then, even going to the temple, I was like, no, I don't want to. I have to sit there for hours. What am I going to do, right? So I was like, forget all that. Something drew me to PSS. So I came. And again, because I didn't know what it was about, I had no expectations, and it was a beautiful experience. But when I first came, I was very much in conflict, because as soon as I came, we had this one thing where we had to all share, like we had to do an introduction in front of everybody. And there's like more than 100 of us at that point in that PSS. So listening to people sharing beautiful experiences with Swamiji, I started feeling incompletions coming up. From the inside, what I was not aware of is that for many years, I carried anger towards myself and hatred towards myself, and I projected it onto Swamiji. I never hated Swamiji or anything like that. I love Swamiji, but I carried a resistance to engaging with him more, because there was stuff I was carrying inside that I didn't understand. I felt abandoned. I felt left behind, and I had all these perceptions of how I felt, and I was scared to approach him. That was the fear that I had, that what if it's not received? And it was really funny, because over the course of PSS, the absolute opposite happened. Constantly, I had huge breakthroughs and shifts, just things that I never thought about before I came there. And Swamiji was constantly showering me with love. And I learned that even, like they tell you, even a mosquito bite that happens during PSS is not a coincidence. It's all Swamiji's energy. Let it happen. And I had many big shifts. And towards the end of that PSS, Swamiji was like, you should stay for 2 more, do 3 consecutively. So he left the choice to me, but I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go to school. I have to go back. I don't have any stuff. How am I going to do this? But deep down, I had already said yes. So I was like, okay, let me say yes. I will figure it out later. So I told him yes. Everything worked out. I came. I did the PSS January, which again, I noticed that the shifts that I was having were getting smaller. I had a little bit of frustration, but it was like, I was like, okay, why am I here? What am I here for? But once again, went with the process and everything worked out until the end of the month, where all of a sudden we're in the last like 4 days. And Swamiji goes, guess what? New location for next month. It's no longer in LA at all. It's going to be in Guinea-Bissau. So a few days go by and I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make this work? How am I going to how do I convince my parents for this? I'm going to be on my own in Guinea-Bissau. How am I going to do that? And I was so scared. I finally made the call and I was like, okay, Dad, here's what's going on. And Swamiji had already taken care of it. My dad was like, oh yeah, no, I'm already booking your flight. Don't worry. Everything's figured out. Swamiji gave his blessings, which means it's going to happen. And so booked the flight and the very next day flew out and came here. Now this PSS has been very different. All of us had to adjust to being in a new country where we don't have all the resources we're used to. And we're all figuring out how to make do, how to show up at the venue. There were problems that we don't usually deal with. Like now there's power outages, there's no water, there's no this, there's no that. And even then we figured it out. And one big thing I experienced coming here is that Swamiji brought me here for my expansion. He brought me here so that I could learn to take more responsibility. And it took me forever to realize it. And I was feeling bad because I'm like, everybody around me is having such big breakthroughs. And I'm here like, I don't feel anything's different. And now I know that Swamiji's processes were happening anyway. A lot of times our shifts are very quiet. I came to PSS in the beginning comparing myself to others. And now I realize that there was no point in doing that because I'm exactly where I needed to be. Swamiji brought me here for a reason. The entire time he supported each of us individually. There was no need for me to compare and feel like he's not with me. Not everything has to be a giant feeling of like, oh my God, I had a vision. Sometimes it's just a quiet shift of one day you just realize I feel closer to the divine than I did yesterday. And anything that helps you realize that you are Paramashiva and that Swamiji loves you and that his space is constantly in you, even when you don't trust yourself, you want to give up, you have your ups and downs, he loves you through that anyway. And I think that that was the quietest yet the biggest shift that I had, that I'm exactly where I need to be. And there's no better moment than now. So I'm grateful to Swamiji for that. I'm grateful for the space that the Sangha. Sorry?
Sorry, Ma Divya Vigraha, I just wanted to share. And the fact that you're saying this with so much of stability, so much of peace and clarity, I can say that's a complete transformation in itself. You see, even the way you handle, you did it. I'm happy to see that transformation. Personally, the kind of, the situations or the kind of the state that you were in, I would say. And now I can see visibly the transformation has happened to you. So that is so beautiful to hear from you. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing, Ma.
Yeah. I also wanted to say a thank you to the Acharyas and everybody here because you guys have shown me nothing but compassion since day one. And you guys kept pushing me. You were like, don't worry, it's going to happen. Just trust Swamiji. So I want to say thank you to you guys as well for holding that space for me, that my transformation will happen whether I believe in it or not. And eventually I believed in it too. So thank you. And thank you, Swamiji. And thank you, everybody that got me here. And thank you, everyone, for the experience I've had. I've met a lot of really great people here. So PSS is absolutely worth it. And I know I will be coming back again. So thank you for listening to me. Nithyananda.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Manidam. And it's all related to the experience. And the next week with us, who also did previous PSS and is continuing this PSS consecutively. And he has had profound breakthroughs in the previous one. And I'm here curious to hear what you had as your experience in this. So please go ahead, Aya.
大家好，我叫张景红，我的灵性名字叫 Nithya Parama Satya Shante Sukha， 什么意思呢？永恒的、至高 终极的真理、平和和喜悦。好，那么这也是我一直追求的，也是我在这里获得的。我一直冥冥之中觉得我的人生除了生存、结婚、生子、做事业以外，应该有更大的使命呼召。我在30几岁的时候，我自己心灵的寻找，我说我应该是在这个世界上为人类的和平、爱、喜悦做出贡献的这样一个领导者啊。那么当然，人生很快忙忙碌碌20几年过去了，然后在这里边哈，我的这个转化，我知道已经引领我走在这条路上了。不需要翻译，有时候呢，我会英文讲一下。对的，不对，我会等会用英文讲。I will say in English later, OK？所以呢，我以前是一个非常的容易担心、容易害怕，然后匮乏的这样一个状态。那么在这个课程当中呢，一方面通过一些圆满过去的经历等等的圆满，还有呢，通过这个三言显化等等，让我完完全全的体验到了，哇，我是一个永恒的生命，我是一个就是一个能量场，所以呢，最后的时候，我对这个死亡啊，对身体啊，对所谓的这个物质啊等等的这种占有欲，这种依附，然后造成的恐惧、贪婪这些东西，全都放下了。所以呢，给了我一种就是莫名其妙的自由和快乐和平安。啊，这是我最大的一个得着。当我第一次三言显化的时候，我就很震惊。我说哇，我以前看书知道我们人是一个能量场，但是这些东西都是在大脑层面。但是这一次呢，在整个过程当中，所有的这些三言显化，让我实实在在的体验到了，我是一个就是一个能量体，一个能量场。然后我和师父，我与神同在，完全连在一起的。然后我完全只要发心，所有的发心都可以显化，这是给我的最大的这个信心、平静和喜乐。好，感恩大家。Oh, okay. I'll speak in English. So, for me, the biggest takeaway is I have truly experienced peace and bliss. Before, I tended to worry a lot, and mainly worry in physical health and financial. However, through this course, with the third eye manifestation, with all the power manifestation, all of these, and also like the death meditation, I completely let go of my fear of physical health and physical belongings. So I experience freedom and bliss. So that's my biggest takeaway. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Ayya. Jinhong Ayya, thank you so much. Especially especially from attending the last PSS and continuing to this PSS, both Jan and the kind of shifts and races you've had. Thank you for coming up and sharing how even more in this PSS, how you transformed. You came as Jinhangaya and you're going back as a complete different person, blessed with your new dream, of course, by Swamiji. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing, Jinhangaya. Okay, thank you so much, Chaya. It was so beautiful to hear your sharing and each of your journey. It's such a blessing to be a part and witness. Thank you all for coming up and sharing. And to all the viewers, everyone that are watching us on YouTube and various different platforms, for you to have this as your experience, come join the Paramashivasena program. It is happening literally at your doorstep, whichever place you are here from, whichever place that you're joining us from. You can come and experience Paramashivasena. Come join, experience, receive this directly as your very personal experience from Swamiji. And everyone who wants to join, you all can sign up in the link that is projected to you on the screen. You all can head to this link. Please join the Paramashivasena. It is kailasa.ai/PSSC. And you can book your tickets, make sure you're here, and register in this link if you would like to participate in the program. We welcome every one of you, and I'm sure all of you would have enjoyed this sharing. Thank you so much for here. And all the participants, I would say this is not your last day. This is where your whole program begins. This is where your whole experience starts. You actually start experiencing Paramashivasena now. So your journey is not ending here as this program gets over. Now you are freshly starting as a Rajya Sabha member of Kailasa and going to be taking forward everything which you learn to each and every one of your zones. And on YouTube, Web Rishi, you have commented saying it's so good to hear all the experience. You don't need to just hear, come and taste it yourself. Welcome to join Paramashivasena program. Come experience it. If you're from India, you can attend in Tiruvannamalai or Kashi, whichever place is nearest to you, and receive this experience. We thank all of you for joining with us. Let us now offer our gratitude to Swamiji and conclude with the Purnam mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all, Nithyanandam.